the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Tosin Fakile. Severe storms left behind some damage in the DMV. A townhome in Maryland in Clarksburg was reportedly hit by lightning last night. It happened on Branch Briar Way around 9 o'clock. Around 9 o'clock, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service says crews did not see a fire at first, but later found a fire in the attic. Officials say 2 adults were displaced, and that weather was something serious yesterday. So let's talk to meteorologist Scott Sumner for the latest in our forecast. And that weather it kept going yesterday, but we're glad to see the sun today.
Well, now that we've moved past and beyond the severe potential and the rain, and now we have to deal with some cooler temperatures that we were not exposed to yesterday, and of course some windier conditions as well. But we did talk about that yesterday at this time when we were talking about the advancement of a front coming in and the temperature difference between what was ahead of it and what's behind it. Boy, what a drop off. I was talking around 80 degrees at this time yesterday. Now we're sitting with sunny skies and a temperature are currently of 53 degrees. Yeah, it does feel a world of difference. Matter of fact, look at these numbers, double digits everywhere on the map. Some 10 to 20 to 25 or even 30 degrees cooler than we were at this time just 24 hours ago, like Leesburg, 32 degrees cooler, 25 degrees cooler at DC. You get the point, you get the message, you've been out there, and the memo is, yes, it's going to be a cool and breezy day. But you know what? That cool weather is actually closer to where we should be for this time of year. It's a little seasonable out there. Wind gusts this hour, 28 miles an hour. We have a lot of double-digit wind speeds out there. Rainfall totals estimated here over the last 24 hours, around an inch in the district. Certainly welcome across the area. Hopefully this puts a little bit of a dent into our drought situation. We'll find out Thursday, actually, when we get an updated drought monitor information. But the Dale City, about 3/4 of an inch. Same for Warrenton, same for Front Royal. A little bit less the further you went north and west, but we did mention that too. Cumberland only about 1,500s, 1,400s of an inch there, and Hagerstown 0.4 of an inch of precipitation. We have high pressure in control of our weather today. That's up and towards the UP of Michigan. This is the front that moved through yesterday. That is now long gone and pushing out of here. So we're talking, like I say, a drier day. We'll talk about temperatures tonight and what to expect in the 7 days coming up.
All right, Scott, thank you. 12:02 is your time, and breaking this afternoon, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi has told federal prosecutors to seek the death penalty against Luigi Mangione. Mangione is accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson outside his New York City hotel on December 4th. The 26-year-old Maryland native faces both federal and state murder charges. This is a breaking news story. We will keep you up to date as we learn more about the story. Developing now, layoffs are underway at health agencies across the country. Employees across the Department of Health and Human Services started receiving dismissal notices this morning. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy said last week there would be a mass reorganization of the Department of Health. RFK Jr. criticizing the department, saying it has failed to improve the health of Americans. Some 10,000 workers are expected to be laid off. Agencies impacted include the FDA, Office of Infectious Disease, and the Agency for Substance Abuse Prevention. President Donald Trump has been calling tomorrow, April 2nd, Liberation Day, a day Trump says will free the U.S. from relying on foreign goods. And new tariffs are expected to take effect tomorrow, impacting a wide range of foreign goods sold here in the States. The White House says reciprocal tariffs will be placed on almost every American trading partner. These tariffs are being implemented to end the U.S. reliance on foreign goods. One economics professor says this may not be permanent.
The big concerns about these tariffs is that it's going to drive up consumer prices, but we don't really know when exactly those increases will kick in. The president has imposed tariffs and taken them back, so it might be a good idea just to wait a little bit to see if the tariffs are actually going to remain in place.
Products that will be impacted could include gas, car parts, and computer chips. With a potential trade war brewing, Goldman Sachs says there is a 35% chance of a recession in the next 12 months. And here's a reminder of how tariffs work. It's a tax on imports, goods brought into the country from abroad. Now, typically, tariffs are a percentage of the price a buyer pays a foreign seller. But there are some times they're used to punish foreign countries for unfair trade practices. U.S. economists say in most cases, companies pass those higher costs to customers in the form of higher prices for goods. Happening today in Virginia, a top MS-13 gang leader is expected to appear in court. Henry Josue Villatoro Santos was arrested last week in Woodbridge. He was detained on an administrative immigration warrant. Santos is facing an illegal gun possession charge. His hearing will start at 2 o'clock. And shoppers at Pentagon City Mall reacting after this chaos there this weekend. A massive fight shutting down the shopping center, and several teens were arrested. 2 girls and a boy are now facing charges. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons in Arlington with reaction from shoppers about the mall mayhem.
Well, some customers say that underage kids should now need escorts to enter the mall here after this riot. And other customers say they won't let this incident stop them from shopping here. Officers seen storming Pentagon City Mall Saturday evening after multiple fights broke out.
It's out of control. Where are the parents? That's, discipline.
Officers arrived at the mall in the 1100 block of South Hayes Street Saturday to break up a huge crowd in the food court brawling.
It's usually not this type of conflict here. People here work, they're honest business people, and they shouldn't have to resort to feeling unsafe.
Police say the suspects are all teenagers, with the youngest being a 13-year-old girl. She's accused of pushing a police officer and resisting attempts to detain her. Investigators also say a 14-year-old boy was armed with a knife after allegedly assaulting an officer.
Be more reluctant to go to the mall in certain times, and it's a shame, yeah.
This comes after several recent incidents that have made some customers uneasy. Last September, 3 juveniles were accused of smashing a store display in a robbery. Last June, a suspicious car in the mall parking lot also forced the mall to evacuate.
Still a great place to shop. Don't let it deter you. We still have police, still have security. Great place, great people.
Now, these teenagers face several charges, including assault, riot, and obstruction of justice. We did reach out to the Simon Property Group that manages the mall here, and we have yet to hear back. For now, in Arlington, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
In the district, the mural at Black Lives Matter Plaza is now gone. It comes after it was announced that it would be renamed and redesigned. This is video of crews removing the lettering from the ground last week. Changes to the plaza were made after Georgia Republican Congressman Andrew Clyde introduced legislation to withhold federal funding from the district until the mural was removed and renamed Liberty Plaza. One person telling DC News Now removing the mural was not necessary.
I don't see how, Black Lives Matter on the road is like causing a disturbance in any type of way, but,
The plaza and mural were designed in 2020 during protests following the murder of George Floyd. Happening tomorrow, Virginia's General Assembly is expected to meet for its reconvened session to go over the governor's budget amendments. Governor Glenn Youngkin made hundreds of proposed amendments to the budget, including allocating $25 million for scholarships to private schools, something Democrats oppose. The governor also wants to take away state funding from law enforcement agencies that do not comply with ICE. If the amendments are rejected, Youngkin will have to decide whether to sign or veto the current budget bill. A Maryland man is facing charges after an incident inside the air traffic control tower at Reagan National Airport. DC News Now's Yamari Sase is at DCA with more.
Yeah, we've learned the man works at DCA, and according to the FAA, he is now on administrative leave. Now, the altercation happened last week. According to a police report, a fight broke out in the air traffic control tower right here at DCA, and the Metropolitan Washington Airport Authority says they arrested 39-year-old Damon Marcellus Gaines of Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Now, he is currently facing assault and battery charges. The arrest comes as the airport continues to fall under scrutiny following January's deadly mid-air collision, and the day after last week's arrest, another close call as military jets flying near the airport encountered a near miss with a Delta jet taking off. Now, the FAA says this is an ongoing investigation. We're going to continue to follow this story and bring you the latest. Now, reporting at DCA, I'm Yamar Sase. Back to you guys.
Starting next week, Fairfax County's warning period for a school bus camera program will begin. On April 9th, drivers who illegally pass a stopped school bus will get a warning. The grace period ends May 12th. Then the $250 fines will kick in. 50 cameras will be installed on Fairfax County school buses. And staying in Northern Virginia, Loudoun County Transit is beefing up its weekend service. Starting this weekend, there will be new bus services for local routes, including extended fare-free buses with new services reaching stops between Leesburg and Dulles Town Center. Paratransit Sunday hours will also be extended. 1210, a tree that's nearly 2 centuries old is being removed from the White House grounds. The southern magnolia tree is on the south side of the White House. The National Park Service says President Andrew Jackson planted it in 1829 to honor his late wife. President Donald Trump on Sunday saying the tree is deteriorating and a very dangerous safety hazard. It's unclear when that tree will be removed. And we are helping you stretch your dollar in honor of Arbor Day. Pepco is offering customers free trees. The energy company says it has 730 to give out. You can choose from a variety of trees, including river birch, red maple, and a flowering dogwood. Now, the majority of the trees will be delivered by mail. 200 will be available for you to pick up on May 10th at Wayland Commons in Poolesville. That's from noon until 3 p.m. You can find all the details on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Still